lesson today, we're going to be exploring the really cool and awesome Phrygian dominant scale. The Phrygian dominant scale is a key element in Spanish and flamenco music. It's rooted in Andalusian folk traditions and influenced by Moorish, Arabic, and Gypsy cultures. This exotic sounding scale, also known as the Spanish Phrygian dominant, which is the fifth mode of the harmonic minor scale, evokes the passionate and dramatic character typical of the Spanish guitar. The guitar itself, as you know, has deep Spanish origins, making this scale an integral part of the instrument's historical sound. Hello everybody and welcome! Guitar Guru Jeff here. I'm so glad you joined me for the lesson today. Let's dive into the music theory behind the Phrygian dominant scale and how it's created. So in regards to the scale construction, the Phrygian dominant scale can be thought of as the fifth mode of the harmonic minor. Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar with that word, a mode is a scale found within a scale. Another way of looking at it is that the Phrygian scale, the Phrygian dominant scale, has all of the notes of the harmonic minor scale starting from the fifth note of the harmonic and moving up one octave. Let's take a look at it. So the notes for the A harmonic minor scale are A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. Now, to find the Phrygian dominant mode, we are just going to start on the fifth note of the harmonic minor scale. It will be an E note, and we're going to go up one octave. The resulting set of notes and the mode will look like this. The notes E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D, and D. Alright, now that we understand the theory behind the Phrygian dominant scale and how it's created, let's learn how to play it on the guitar. Now, before we get going, there are several places we can play this on the guitar. We could play this up here at the 7th position, 12th position, and that can get confusing, so we're going to keep things simple today. We're going to make this mostly a beginner lesson, and we're going to play this in the open position, just like this. Alright, so take a look at your screen. We're going to try to play it together, alright? We're going to put our second finger here on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Third finger goes on the 4th string, 3rd fret. We're going to play the 1st fret of the 3rd string. We're going to play the 2nd finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. We're going to play an open 2nd string, 1st fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and open 1st string. And then in reverse. Alright, so what makes this scale sound so cool and makes it sound a little bit non-Western music like, Western meaning our system of music and how we have things set up. It's different in the Eastern Eurasian countries where they have wider intervals between their notes and their scales. So this big jump is what gives it kind of that Eastern or Spanish flavor. Alright, so how do you add this into your own playing? How do you make it your own? Well, first things first, let's talk about some chords we can add to this. We're going to be thinking of two chords today. We're going to be thinking of the E chord, which you know as 2, 3, and 1. Then we're going to be thinking of the F chord, but we're going to open up the top two strings, so more of an F major 7. Alright, you can hear it's already starting to sound Spanish. So I'm going to give you a musical example of what you can do. I want you to follow along on the screen. What I've decided to do is to start the scale, the starting note, go up 5 notes and jump into an F chord. So it'll sound like this. Now I'm going to start from the note I ended on, which is the 2nd string, 1st fret, and I'm going to play it in reverse, then end on the E chord. So in the example, it's this. 2nd fret, 4th string, play the scale up 5 notes, and then play an F chord. Starting on the note we ended on, which is the 2nd string, 1st fret, play that in reverse. Alright, so how would you make it your own? Well, I would suggest taking these two chords and then coming up with your own mixture of notes and landing on a chord. So for example, I'll make up just something randomly. If you want to, you can even add a G chord in there for some more flavor and go like. Alright, so in the lesson today we've journeyed through the Phrygian dominant scale, uncovering its exotic and distinctive character. Now, by understanding its construction and how it fits within the harmonic minor framework, we've set ourselves up to break out of the familiar, typical patterns that we usually play, and helps us explore new territories. Now, by incorporating this scale into your own playing, you can breathe new life into your solos and composition. I suggest that you spend a little bit of time memorizing the scale and practicing those 3 chords and coming up with your own variations. I would love to know what you thought of the lesson today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Once again, thank you for joining the lesson. Thank you for joining me with the lesson today, and I look forward to seeing you in next week's lesson. Take care.